Supply still can't keep up with the demand in the Metro Denver housing market. Prices are high, inventory is low, and some new numbers from the Denver Metro Association of Realtors shows the average home sold in just 5 days in January.
And Redfin named Denver the second fastest selling housing market last month. And in tonight's 360, Denver 7's Russell Haythorne is taking a deeper look at the boom and whether it will bust.
One of the things that makes this one kind of valuable and pretty fun is that they have all the original woodwork.
The charm of this Congress Park bungalow,
there's hardly a scratch,
is exactly what realtor Lori Abbey knew her clients, Scott and Sarah Osborne, would love about it.
I can't think of a better place to raise two boys.
They bought it in 2016.
It was a shocking market to enter coming from Oklahoma.
And have quickly outgrown it.
We bought this house 4 years ago. Our kids were 6 and 3 at the time, and 2 little boys grow quickly, and unfortunately we're just growing out of the space.
On the fortunate side of things, their $700,000 investment then has appreciated quite nicely.
We're listing for $849,900.
The numbers are staggering in Metro Denver. According to the Denver Metro Association of Realtors, or DMAR, the average home price is now $629,000. That's a $100,000 jump in 1 year.
It's almost like the market is drunk.
Let's take this drunken housing market 360. We'll talk to real estate experts, a housing and development guru. We'll crunch the numbers on inventory and interest rates, look at the forecast, and let's start with that Oklahoma couple. They're making a move, capitalizing on a hot market.
Best investment I made in the last 4 years.
It is.
It is.
But these sellers are also buyers.
We are going to take the equity from this house and put it into the next house.
Which means they're keeping a close eye on the Denver market.
If something you like goes on the market, you have to be ready to act on it immediately.
You go look at a house thinking that it's doable, and then you get outbid.
The bidding wars are astonishing.
I listed a home this weekend at $544. It went for close to $590.
Realtor Chad Nash says it's an age-old issue, supply and demand.
It's driving the home prices astronomically up.
Inventory in Metro Denver is the lowest it has ever been, according to DMAR. Take a look at this graph showing record high inventory in May 2008 when the economy crashed, 26,000 homes for sale. Now to January 2021, record low inventory, just 1,200 homes on the market. Part of this is droves of people relocating.
California, Washington, D.C., New York, Dallas, Texas. If people continue coming, we don't have enough houses to put them all in.
Both Abby and Nash say the work-from-home phenomenon is attracting even more people to colorful Colorado.
We're looking to say, hey, if I don't need to be in the office every day, why can't I go get the same house in Colorado, in Denver?
It's a great market if you're coming from California.
Affiliate professor at Metro State, Tony Hernandez, says sadly the market is squeezing many out.
People making under $54,000 a year probably cannot buy a home.
So what's next? Nearly all of our experts agree. There's no looming bubble like 2008.
I don't see a bust this year.
The forecast that I'm reading, it goes between 6 and 10% increase more in price.
I don't think it's a bubble like the last bubble that we had, because that was a bubble based on mortgage fraud and a variety of other things that were regulated poorly that are now have been corrected.
It's just going to be tough as heck out there for a lot of buyers.
Nash does have a warning, however. He sees a growing number of somewhat sketchy lending practices popping up, like ads saying you only need $1,000 down.
I think that these programs lure buyers into, hey, we'll do it for $1,000 down, but we're going to take 20% of your equity when you go to sell. Don't go that route. Don't just go for this shiny carrot.
Nash and others suggest the carrot you should take advantage of: super low interest rates. And finally, if you're selling, experts say don't get greedy.
People are savvy. They've got Zillow, they've got the internet, they've got all sorts of things.
What I tell my sellers is to be reasonable. Even though this is a seller's market, it's a fair market. And so if you try to be greedy, the market is going to punish you.
To have cabinetry to the ceiling.
Back at the Osborne home,
off the charts rare.
The plan is to price it right and go from there.
I think a lot of it's just blind faith right now. We're going to put our house on the market. We don't know where we're going to land yet, but we got faith that it's going to work out.
Russell Haythorne.
A yard would be nice.
Denver 7.
And it is a wild market out there. We want to hear your story. Have you bought or sold a house in the last year? Tell us your story. Send us your thoughts. 360 at thedenverchannel.com.